boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Lively. I am one of your teachers here at Eastside Elementary. I'm your ESOL teacher, and I'm going to be teaching you writing. For the last couple of weeks, you have been seeing videos from teachers across the county, and they've been talking to you about books and what an author is and what an illustrator is, and how we can use those tools to help us become good writers and to become authors. And we understand that we write about what we know and what we love. So we're going to use those things we've learned the last couple of weeks and continue learning about writing. Today, I want to talk to you a really big word. It's called resources. How to use our resources. What is a resource? A resource is something we use to help us when we're writing. And I'm going to show you some of those resources we're going to use throughout the year. And I'm going to also put them on your virtual page so you can get to those resources. One of the resources we're going to use is a chart that is pictures and words of things that we can write. I can write about people, I can write about places, I can write about things, and I can write about things that I like to do. And it has words and it has pictures. And we're going to put this on your virtual page so you can get to it. So when we're thinking about writing, we've talked about what we know and what we love. So the first thing we're going to have to do is think. And then we're going to be talking over the next couple of weeks about how to draw. And then this big word right here, label. We're going to talk about that later. And then eventually we're going to learn how to write a sentence. And you're going to become an author. So exciting. I'm so excited for you. This is another one of our big resources. This is called our ABC linking chart. And you notice all the letters and the pictures to go with that. This is something you're going to use often because you're going to be thinking about the beginning sounds in words and how those letters become words and words become sentences. So this is one of the charts that you'll see also on your virtual page. So today, we're going to talk about what is labeling. What is labeling? Well, labeling is when we give something a name. You have a name. I have a name. My name is Mrs. Lively. I just labeled myself. I'm also a girl. That could be a label. I'm also a teacher. That could be a label. So we're going to read a story today about apples. You've been studying about that in social studies this week, reading lots of books and looking at lots of videos. And I'm going to read another book to you today, and we're going to listen for some new words. And we're going to make a list of those new words, and we're going to teach you how to take those words and make them into a label. So let's listen to this first story. It's called Visit to an Apple Orchard. You see the beautiful apple here, and we're starting to see the weather change, and there's a place in Georgia called Ellijay, Georgia that grows lots of apples. Visit to an apple orchard, and the apples grow on the trees. Let's visit an apple orchard. See the rows of trees? Do you see the apples? Apples grow on apple trees. Look at all of those apples. And these are red apples. Are all apples red? Let's find out. Apples are ready to pick in fall. What color do you like best? I see green, red, and yellow. They are red or yellow or green. That might be something you can do with mom and dad, is go to the grocery store and get a yellow one, a red one, and a green one, and try tasting it. See which one you like the best. You can pick your own. Have you ever picked an apple? Here's a good one. You pull it from the tree. Then there's this long pole with a little basket on it. You can use that to pick an apple. Because some of them are way up high. Ladders help too. Grown-ups help us. This looks like a dad helping his daughter pick an apple. Good. What's in the basket? What a great fall day. And we know that apples grow on trees, and apples are ripe in the fall. And we know that apples are red and green and yellow, and you can pick them with your hands, or you can use a big pole, and a ladder can help too. Now I want to show you another book that shows some different types of apples. It says Fall Apples. And when we read books, we notice that there's an author and an illustrator. So let's look. I'm not going to read this whole book. We're just going to kind of look at the pictures as we go through. It's another fall scene with lots of apples. Oh, and she's biting the apple. And we see a yellow one and a green one and a red one. But let's look. What do you notice here? This is the inside of an apple. And this is what we're going to learn today, is some of those new words. This little piece right here is called a seed. And this little brown piece right here is called a stem. And this little piece right here is a leaf. And the outside, whether it's green or red or yellow, is called the skin. And the inside, that's kind of white, is called the flesh. That's lots of big words, isn't it? And an apple starts out as a seed, and then it grows. They're ready to pick. Let's see if there's some more. And they first start off as a blossom. And you've learned that in social studies, the life cycle, that it starts as a seed and grows, and then the blossom. And then you can make it into lots of yummy things like pies. And here we see another picture of the inside of an apple. And here they're making the apples into apple cider. That's a drink that comes from apples. Looks like they're in an apple orchard picking apples. So lots of fun things about apples. So let's go up here to our new words, and let's think about some of the words that we just learned about the apple. We see on the outside, just like the outside of our body, we have skin. Now let's think about that. Can we use our resource to think about that beginning sound? We can go over here to our ABC chart, and I see that letter, S, and S, skin. That's the outside. I also see something right here. Remember, it was at the top. If we look back at our picture here, it's at the top of the apple. That was a leaf. Let's listen to that beginning sound. Leaf. I see that. And look, there's a picture of a leaf. And here's the word, L-E-A-F. So our resources can help us write. That's why we use our ABC chart, and we use our picture wall. So let's look back inside here, and we saw something on the very inside, this little black dot. Do you remember what that was? That's the part that you plant down in the ground but still stays inside the apple. It's a seed. There's that S sound again. Let's see if we can find it. S, the letter S. Seed. Let's lovely stretch that whole word out. So we've got the skin, which is the outside, the leaf, the seed.